What's up, peeps? It's another episode of the Catch Up. I'm chilled at the Philo Arcade. If you know the background, if you know, you know what I'm saying. Late night on a Friday, right? Friday, right?
Yeah. It felt like a Saturday though, early on.
Felt like a Saturday. All right, it's a Friday. That's feeling like a Saturday. I always bring up Abantaba Blind. I've got, I would say like he's a big brother of mine because, you know, one of the people that we look up to in Plumtree, quite doing big things, man, big things. Mananga Kungaku. Put us.
Mami.
Keep on.
What's going on there?
Nice. Nice to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know what to ask this guy. I know the questions. I know the right questions.
I'm gonna say no to everything.
But real quick, just introduce yourself to the people that don't know you, because I think like now, since this is like the second episode, I know you like, okay. Yeah.
Right, my name is Prosper. My surname is Moyo. Prosper Chingavula Moyo. And yeah, what else can I say? I'm a Plumtree boy.
Yeah, shout out to Plumtree. yeah. That's what's up. Okay, okay. Because I know we usually forget this, like with other episodes, I've been forgetting, like on social media, where can people, you know, maybe they want to get in touch with you for any other thing, you know, you don't want to.
I'm bad with social media.
Okay.
But those want to try their luck. On Facebook. You find me at, it says Prosper Henry Moyo. Right. And Instagram, it's ProHenTabo. It's ProHenTabo. Yes.
Yeah, so we chilled with Upro. You know what I mean? It's a vibe, you know. Like I said before, like I always bring on the upline. Put us upline. My name DJ look like upline. Yeah, let me give the people the V11s. Like, yeah, I'll put us upline. So I know you do a couple of things, but let's talk about the acting. Let's talk about the Winky D video. Let's talk about that Big Brother shit. Yes, I've been so excited to talk about this. Like, yeah, come on.
We'll be going a bit like a few years back from now. From now, it's been what? More than 10 years since I tried the old Big Brother thing. Right. A couple of friends of mine, Renee and Debbie, they're in Harare. I think they came up with that suggestion for me to, you know, just to try out Big Brother. They at the time knew what I wanted to do in the industry, and I was still starting off, so I didn't know whether I would be a model straight up or I needed to be famous first and stuff like that. So I didn't know what to do. So when they suggested that I try out for Big Brother Africa, I thought, you know what, I might as well. And I used to work as an electrical consultant, just close by. And the auditions were being done by Meekle's Hotel, I think. Yes. It's been a while now. So I went there, tried my luck. Next thing, I think the day they called me to tell me I'd made it to the next round, my cousin had just called me to ask what was happening, and I was like, you know what, they still haven't called me back. I don't know what's going on. So when I hung up, it didn't take long after that they called me back and they're like, hey, you made it to the next round. I'm like, cool. I went there, saw them, made it into another round. And then I came here, Plumtree, and it was when, I can't remember the period exactly, but then they gave me a call to say I made it to the next round and I was supposed to fly out to South Africa.
Wow. So this is what Big Brother Mzansi?
No, Big Brother Africa. Yes, the year they started taking 2 people from each country. That's when.
But I don't want to lie. I don't even watch like Big Brother that much. But I think I watched like a few years back. I watched a couple of episodes and I kind of like enjoyed that whole vibe, you know, being in the same big house.
It's tricky to kind of think, you know, you're going to be with these people for 90 days and all that stuff. But at the time, I'd only watched the first Big Brother. And then, so from there, I really also didn't pay much attention to it. I would catch a few episodes here and there, fine, but I didn't think much of it. So now, I went to SA did the psychometric test there and everything, and then,
Hey,
and then
so like how's the whole process like you know, the application?
I don't know whether I'm allowed to say all this on TV.
All right. Oh, God. Hey,
I can't reveal much.
Okay,
Just to be on the safe side, I can't reveal much on some of the details. But all I can say is at the end, they took the top 3 from Zim. They took us that side. When we got there, we did the test and everything, and then they took the other 2. And I didn't get to make it into the house. So they asked me where I wanted to go. I was like, just drop me off in Pretoria. And then that's where I stayed. And started this whole modeling thing. From there, I started it in Zim, but then.
But damn, bro, like, shout out to you, bro. Like, shout out to you, like, big brother. Like, what was going to happen?
I also want to find out, but yeah, you can.
In the same house, you know.
Just never know.
Okay. The Winky D video, that was massive for me. I don't know about anybody else, but you can comment down below and tell me what you think. The Winky D video, which song was it again?
Love Shouldn't Hurt, something like
Love
that.
Shouldn't Hurt,
Yeah.
Winky D song.
It was based on this whole gender-based violence stuff.
Oh, so it's got like a campaign tag on it.
Yes.
Oh.
I think when they started off, I'm not sure if they've gone to the second campaign, but the first one involved, I think, 6 big artists in Zim. Winky was one of them. Winky T was one of them. And yeah, we came down to Bulawayo, we shot the vid.
Oh, so you shot it in Bulawayo?
Yes.
Shout out
He's
to
a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
Very down to earth guy.
Damn. I don't even know him like that, but you know, guys, now you heard it. Like, Winky T is actually a chilled out guy. So yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah, so gender-based violence, I think, you know, it's one of those things that people try and ignore, and, you know, those kind of vibes. I think, yeah, it's cool that there are some people that are taking out steps to try and make sure that kind of behavior stops, right? Shout out to you guys, and please stop gender-based violence, right? Yeah.
And don't get it twisted, it's not only the guys hitting the women, it's hence the word gender, although people tend to focus on the guy.
Niggas can even get yeah.
But niggas won't say.
Yeah.
They won't say. They'll tell you one story in the bar when they get home, it's thrashing.
Damn, okay, yeah, that kind of vibe, you know, yeah. Then again, I know you do a couple of things, modeling. The other day you were adjudicating Junior Parliament.
Yes.
Then it was fun.
First time for me having to be a judge at a not a debate, public speaking.
Yes.
So it was fun, and then I'm happy people at the end of the day came back to us judges and told us we kind of did a good job. So
you made the right decision.
Yeah, we made the right decision.
Yeah, so like let's say there's a young guy, like right now, he's still trying to decide what career he should take. Maybe he's not even sure whether it's academic, or maybe he's gifted like in both sides, like he's academic and both outside academics, right? What would you say to that guy? Like,
just go with what you love doing. Like it's a bit tricky, because I know, especially if you're good with the academic side as well, most people will be telling you to focus on that, which is fine. There's no wrong answer, basically, as long as you're picking something that you love doing, something that you're going to be passionate about. More often than not, if you do work hard enough, that passion can actually pay you quite well, so you benefit both ways. I think it's just a matter of having to know who to go to, what questions to ask. Sometimes if you don't know the right questions, at least surround yourself with people who can advise you well, and leave you with the option to pick from what you want. Get someone to mentor you or something, something along those lines. It's not easy. It's most good things at the end of the day don't start off easy anyway. So, but the nice thing is, if it's difficult along the way, but it's something that you're passionate about, you still have the strength to see it through. Unlike if someone is forcing you to do it, and then you come across difficult times, it's easier for you to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy for you to stay, you know, once it's like that. But once it's something that you feel passionate about, you're in the right place. You can, you know, prosper.
Oh. And like the vibe is when you have that guy, like I remember like back at varsity where this guy, like he was the one who didn't drink and he was the one with the car.
Yes.
Like, so he would always drive, you know. And then in the morning, maybe after a Saturday or Friday, crazy Friday, he'd be like, so you guys, do you want me to tell you what you were saying like yesterday? And everybody would be like, what? Because we both know this guy remembers everything correctly, like to the dot. Hey, you're the dangerous guy.
It's a pity I can't say some of the stories I've experienced, but in case my boys watch all this. But yeah,
Okay.
It's nice to recall some of these things.
Just getting lost in the chat, man. Just getting lost in the chat. So, yeah, I want to talk about basketball a little bit. I know you played like professional level basketball.
Yeah, somewhat. I've represented my varsity as well. Like I think that's where I played the longest.
Oh.
And then clubs as well. You know, I've won. And I've represented Zim at some point in the one of these competitions.
All right. That's nice, bro. That's nice. Hey, I also played basketball in high school. I also, you know, I would represent Mad South, but Zim, hey, I was too short.
Well, those guys are tall. Huh?
Yeah.
Those guys are tall.
Yeah.
We once came across the Senegalese team. I took a picture with these guys and it looked like I was kneeling, but I was standing upright.
Dang.
But my face was right here, in the stomach level. And these guys were tall. They were tall.
Yeah.
I think they wore size 14, 16, 18.
Yeah. So can I?
that.
Yeah. You just you just talked about shoe size.
Yeah.
So can I say something? Can I ask you a funny question? Yeah, so there's this thing that girls check out a nigga's shoe size, like.
I don't know. I paid attention in biology, but I didn't come across that topic.
Yeah, I also, but apparently it's a thing that's, you know.
Well, all I know is that the correct ones that I know is you measure your waist using put that in your pants and that's the waist.
But this thing is like.
The other, the one that you're talking about. It's,
and now you got like niggas that are size 5. Now they'll be wearing size 6, 7, you know, just to.
I wouldn't know.
You don't know, but you've heard about the thing, right?
Yeah. Now you hear about these things anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
Crazy.
So
crazy.
we're still talking about, you know, basketball. Yeah. Yeah. Still telling me.
Well, yeah. So it's. I used to play Konapelo Chinia back in the day. Sometimes in Fige and I'm alone. And I start training there. People look at me like I'm crazy.
What happened to the love, guys?
Up and down. I know. It's just, you know. It depends. When you're still young, you know, there's you always think, no, I could do that another day or something, or you don't see why you have to do this. No, just because I'm from Plumtree, I won't get to do this and stuff. But it's not the case, you know. We have quite a lot of people from Plumtree who are busy doing big things out there, and
and you're one of them. You're one of them. You're one of them. And you're one of them.
You know. So you really can't limit yourself and say, Plumtree. While you're in Plumtree, you can do big things for the community, for the next kid. So yeah, I'll do whatever I can just to stay fit. If my father is still playing polo, he's still exercising to this day, why should
your father still plays basketball?
Yeah, we used to. I don't know now. I'll have to ask him, but or maybe he doesn't have the chance. But since he's back, that's working in Harare now, he should be back to ball. We used to play together, but he still exercises, which is a good thing. So if he can still do it, why should I let myself go? We don't do that.
I think this is the challenge, guys. To all the fathers, make sure you play. Even when you're old enough to play sport with your kid. It's the most amazing thing.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. And then I want to go back to like the whole Winky D video, like the acting experience. How was that for you?
It was new. It was new for me. because I'm used to certain roles that, like for the ads that I've done, it's either the non-verbal or where I do get to speak. It's kind of chilled. I'm either playing a part of a husband or it was mostly a husband. Come to think of it, I was coming through, or a lawyer, or which other parts? I've played several parts, either a sportsman as well, or whatever, you know, businessman and all that. So now with this one, I had to be a violent man.
Oh.
And now the parts where I had to be throwing this girl down, you know, I was so worried about whether she landed safely or if she's injured, is she okay? You know, that type of thing. I kept asking, and she's like, no, when I just do party and
just, you know, do what you have to do.
I'm fine. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, even because it bothered me even weeks after we finished shooting, I was still bothered by that. Like
mentally.
I'm like,
so
hey, because that change, you can feel like, you know, even if it's a role, but you've just changed and become that person that they're asking you to be.
You have to like emotionally invested in the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I try not to do that much, investing in, you know, emotions and stuff, but yeah, for you to do it right, you have to get to there.
And imagine if it was a movie.
I would have enjoyed it as well. I enjoy such things. You know, it's a challenge, yes.
Yeah.
I just like how I am in front of the camera when I'm now in front of the camera. I don't like it before. When I have to think like now, this interview, my nerves were, you know, a bit, you know.
But you know, you know, we don't have to have that vibe. We can, you know, chill down.
It's
you know,
not on purpose. It's not on purpose.
Yeah. True.
The nerves just come.
True.
But you know, once you start rolling, then
you just ease into it.
Rolling, you just go into it. But as soon as you say cut again, I go back to, you know, not wanting to say cut. So it's just one of those. I can't explain it, but yeah, it's just how it is. But now, but yeah, we did good. I think we shot it 2 days? I can't remember now. How many days did we shoot that?
Also, you shot it for a couple of days, so it's not like
I think so.
Damn.
No, I had something else going on. I was supposed to. I think we're just finishing another series that we're supposed to. It hasn't aired yet.
A series
like a. Well, I don't know whether they want to make it a series or a soapy, but I think it's going to be a series.
Damn.
So
Damn. Flames.
We were trying to. I think we're just finishing shooting that part. And it was just a pilot episode, and so I was just frequenting Ballroom a lot, and I liked the cast that I was with then. So I was working with the same people that were involved in the series part, as well as the Winky TV.
Oh.
And there was a director who came through from Harare, Sintok, good guy. So yeah, it was a good experience.
It's quite nice, right? Like challenging and nice at the same time. Damn. Then I just want to touch a little bit, like when we're doing the whole junior parliament thing. I remember there is also a little bit of ballroom dancing at some point in your life.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was a professional ballroom dancer from 1988 to 2000 when I retired. And then I picked it up again just about 2-3 years ago, just for that period where I had to perform in Mozambique, and then came back.
Travel a lot, eh? You travel a lot.
You have to enjoy places, but first you need to travel here first before you go that side, wherever you go, so that when they ask you about your own country, you know.
So like in Zim, out of just real quick, out of 5, how much would you say you've traveled?
Above 3.5. I'm not sure if it's above 4, but maybe. Like, okay, let me say the only places that I really haven't traveled to, the big places that are known, that I haven't gone to, is your Karipa, Nojikade,
So, real quick, let me just do my #Mjolo advice. Come on, give us some relationship advice. You know, what would you say to a guy like me, like in a relationship, like, hey, nigga.
Communicate.
I
have always said that, just communicate. Meeting up with the girl, she's got her own expectations. She's expecting something from you. You're expecting something from her. You're not going to know unless you guys talk about it, you communicate.